Involved in, and I don't know exactly what to tell you. This club, obviously, Artists of America was something new and different, and it became the largest and finest art show of representational art in the United States. The 20 years that we ran it, and we made several $1 million for our club foundation. And what was nice about it is not only were there a lot of members involved, but their spouses all became involved, especially at the annual event where they acted as hosts to the artists, docents at the museum, giving school children tours and what have you. But obviously polio is and has been the main focus of Rotary since 1986. And because of that, it's put Rotary on the worldwide map, and our club was the largest contributor to the polio fund, Rotary Foundation Fund for polio, back in 1986. And since then, we've had several other drives within the club where we've really made a difference in the world and what's going on. And my wife and I, for example, have been to the Ivory Coast of Africa, giving 2 drops per child on the national immunization days. I've given hundreds, maybe thousands of speeches in the 26 years since then, all over the world. So that's how I personally made a difference. But you know, everybody has a chance in their own way to make, whether it's a local impact and working with Denver kids, all the great projects we do. So,
do you think Rotary, as our organization and as our club, they encourage and foster support for ideas that our members have, you know, like with Artists of America, and so you have this network of people who can bring their ideas together. So if you want to make an impact, you also have this built-in network to help you to do that.
Well, through Rotary, and you have to look at the broad spectrum of it, you're able to influence almost anything in the world that you want to. For example, we started health fairs in Russia as a model of the 9 health fair that we have in Colorado for 9 days every April. And we started that out originally by bringing 2 women, Russians from Vladivostok here, and 2 Rotarians from the Fiji Islands here, and a couple of Mexican Rotarians. Those 6 people, we toured 2 different health fairs every day for a week, so they could see how you can do a health fair in a room like this, or a school or a museum, outside, whatever. And that grew to be where we utilized the Library of Congress's Open World program and brought 36 Russian doctors here for 10 days and took them to 2 different health fair sites every day for 10 days. And now, as a result of that, we have hundreds of health fairs going throughout Russia. Each of our 90-some clubs over there do health fairs in their own community and then the neighboring communities. So we've really helped the Russian health situation, because outside of St. Petersburg and Moscow, Russian health is still in the dark ages. So we've brought some new, and that was just because of this club and the 9 health fair that one of our members runs, and then who knows that we someday would be influencing all of Russia with health fairs.
So what would you tell somebody who's thinking about joining Rotary in our club, and how through joining our club they can make a difference?
Well, like every organization, you get out of it what you put into it. And anybody that wants to get involved in Africa, India, Fiji Islands, Russia, wherever, there's a way through our club and our foundation and the Rotary International Foundation to make the connections to do that. For example, Francisco and Lynn Sabici of our club, when they retired from the medical practice and he was a hospital administrator, wanted to go to Nepal and see what could be done over there. And they revolutionized healthcare in southern Nepal, in Bharatnakar, which is a city. And and they not only built new brick housing for the employees of the hospital and indoor plumbing, which they'd never had, but they got into a water and sanitation project that the Rotary International Foundation funded for $250,000. And so this little hospital that was very primitive now has indoor plumbing, and the open sewers are covered up. They have a water and treatment sanitation. They have a new x-ray machine. They've never had one before. They have good employee housing. Just from one couple in this club wanting to make a difference in the world. I see that going on all over the world. So every Rotarian has that same opportunity if they want to pursue it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.